everyone! Today I'm going to be making a smoked salmon that has a dill on it with some spinach quiche. I am going to be making some small individual portions. This recipe you could also make a one large dish of the quiche, so I'm going to show you how to make the filling. We already have our pastry pre-made and it is now rolled out and set into the individual oven safe dishes. So now we're going to get started on the filling for this quiche. I'm starting to heat up a medium-sized frying pan and I'm going to start melting some butter first. So I'm heating up the butter in the frying pan and I'm now going to add in a small to medium-sized shallot. I've cut it and diced it up, so I'm just going to add that now into the butter and I'm going to slowly cook it. And once this is complete, I'm going to set it off of the heat and then I'm going to go on to making the recipe. The onions are nicely caramelized right now, so what I'm going to do is I turned off my heat and I'm going to set it off to the side. I'm going to let those cool down so when I need them to add them into the filling for the quiche, I will have them ready. So we're going to start off now by making the filling for the smoked salmon and spinach filling. So we're going to start off with 2 eggs. We have some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add that into the bowl. I'm going to now add the salt and some pepper. And then I'm going to mix this together so that there's a nice even balance throughout the filling. I'm now going to add some chopped spinach. I finely chopped some spinach and I'm going to add that into the ingredients that we've added so far. And then I'm going to mix that up. Now that the onions have cooled down, I'm going to add those into the mix and then we're going to start setting the individual quiches. The filling is now complete and now we're going to prepare the individual quiches. What I've also done prior to starting this recipe is I preheated my oven to 375 and we're going to bake them into the oven once we have them complete. So we have our individual pie shells ready, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making this a cream cheese and a smoked salmon base, and then I'm going to add in the batter that we've created with the spinach, the eggs, and the cream. So we're just going to add a bit of cream cheese to all the bottoms. We're going to make sure it's nicely, evenly balanced. What I did is I blended the cream cheese a little bit so that it's a nice smooth texture so it can settle into the pie shells a little easier. Then I'm going to add my smoked salmon. What I've done is I've also cubed and cut the salmon in small pieces. So I'm going to layer the bottom of the quiche with some smoked salmon. Now that I have the salmon and the cream cheese nicely set in the base of each pie shell that I have, I'm going to now first spoon out a bit of the spinach into each one so that there's enough balance in each of the quiche pies. And then now we're going to pour in the remainder of the filling into each pie shell, and then I'm going to put them in the oven And once they're done, I'll show you what they look like. So I had the quiche baking in the oven for about 20 minutes, and they're now complete. They have a nice cook on the crust, and the quiche itself is nice and cooked and firm, and they're now ready to eat. If you like this recipe and you want to see more like this, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that share, like, and that bell notification.